I'm happy to talk about why I think XRP investors are about to see their faith rewarded in this episode. Looking back on 2021, it's evident that XRP didn't rise as much as other cryptocurrencies did, mostly because of its legal problems. But now I see these legal problems as more of a strategy, maybe to keep regular investors like us from getting involved. The most interesting thing about XRP is its original aim, especially since we're moving toward a future that is more digital. Welcome back to the best place to find everything about XRP. Before we get into today's fantastic news, I need to ask you for a short request. Please support us if you like what we do. To join our great community, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. And here's some good news. There are only 3 steps to take part. Stay tuned for further information. You won't want to miss it. Make sure to include the hashtag money in your comments so that you can win the giveaway. We all know that we're entering a time when digitization is important, and almost everything is. Changing to a tokenized format, XRP's white paper and other foundational materials show that its main purpose is to make transactions easier. Not only with currencies, but with all kinds of assets in a future where tokenization is becoming more common. The idea that XRP was designed to move both money and asset-based tokens is really interesting. It's all about getting things done quickly. Tokenization makes things a lot easier. XRP, which may be considered as XRP's less glamorous brother, is likely to become the main way to move money and digital assets. Stellar could also be involved. Let's look at how XRP could change the remittance market by looking at how it affects liquidity. If you want to send $200 million from a Japanese bank to an American bank, you need to have twice that much money in the present financial system. XRP's participation in this situation is revolutionary. It might change the way global remittances work by making a lot more money available. In this part, I'm going to talk about how XRP could disrupt the way liquidity works and the foreign currency FX market. Think of a situation where a token like XRP makes transactions happen almost right away. This new idea might free up a lot of cash, making the market work much better. This efficiency is exactly why we've seen so many banks work with Ripple, but the jump to institutional adoption hasn't happened yet. To make this clearer, let's look at an example. If the Bank of Mitsubishi in Tokyo needs to send $100 million worth of yen to its New York branch and change it into dollars, you would normally need to have the same number of yen and dollars at both places, which would mean that $200 million would be tied up. But if this deal could be connected to a coin like XRP, it would have huge effects. Ripple might also go public, but they need the SEC approval first. This is another fascinating thing to think about. It's important to note that Ripple won the litigation in which Judge Torres said it was not a security. I have been an XRP investor for a long time, but we don't talk about it much on the channel. My feelings about XRP have been mixed. In the last bull market, I made more money with other investments. The lawsuit hurt XRP's performance a lot though. Also, the XRP community can be very passionate, almost like a cult, which I find interesting. There have been times when I was too hopeful about a project, and XRP was one of those times. Part of the reason for this caution is that I'm worried that some of my followers could have made investments based on my excitement and lost money. Recent technical analysis, on the other hand, implies that XRP may be about to have another rally like it had in 2017. The way things are currently is similar to how they were before the 2017 surge. We've talked about the HVF or Hunt Volatility Funnel approach a lot on the show, and having Francis Hunt as a guest has given us useful information. He thinks that XRP's value will go up to $16, which is a big jump from its present price of about 60 cents. If this prediction comes true, it may represent a huge return for investors. The goal of this video is to show you what I think is a big chance with XRP. Yes, it may seem like a story you've heard before, but there is a strong reason to think that XRP investors are about to win big. The most important thing to note is That XRP's technical structure appears to be following a pattern similar to the one that led to the huge increase in 2017. It's a good sign that XRP didn't reach new highs in 2021, since it means that the 2017 rise could happen again. I agree with Francis Hunt's positive perspective because I've been researching the similarities between the tendencies leading up to 2017 and the current scenario for the past year. The possibility of XRP hitting $16 means that something big is about to happen. There are a number of things that could affect this, such Ripple possibly becoming public or their recent decision to buy back its stock, which shows they believe in their plan. I think XRP is a good investment for you, especially since rapid liquidity is so important in today's financial world. I want to say that I understand how upset a lot of XRP holders are. I feel the same way, but I think our patience will soon pay off. We're about to break out, which is a long overdue run that might change the value of XRP and its place in the cryptocurrency market. In this section of the video, I want to talk about the idea that the SEC, under the direction of higher powers, may have been trying to dissuade individual investors from buying XRP. Ripple was in a lawsuit until recently, but it's impressive how many banks are now working with Ripple. It looks like the legal problems didn't stop these banks, which shows how strong and promising XRP is. XRP is one of the few cryptocurrencies that has a clear legal standing and is not considered a securities. This clarity gives XRP a chance to gain more market share in the cryptocurrency industry as a whole, and technical indicators back this up. Based on many predictions and comments from Ripple, it looks like 2024 will be a very important year for Ripple and XRP. It will be interesting to observe how these hopes turn out, but it's really important to keep a balanced view. I don't think you should put all of your money into XRP. Many XRP investors learned in 2021 that diversification is important, especially in the unstable crypto market. Still, I think XRP is a good investment for a portfolio that has a lot of different types of assets. We have a lot of various cryptocurrencies and sectors in our own crypto portfolio, and each one has its own purpose. We include currencies like XRP and XLM, which are important for sending money and transferring value. We're seeing the birth of the Internet of Value. And for this new ecosystem to work well, there need to be quick and easy ways to make transactions. In this sense, XRP and XLM are good contenders for helping this new digital economy get off the ground. Please keep in mind that I am not a licensed financial advisor. These videos are only meant for enjoyment. I usually tell them to do their own research and talk to experts before making any financial decisions. Thank you very much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, be sure to switch on notifications so you'll be the first to know when I post